Hi, in this video I want to show you how you can make an abstract landscape with the complementary colors. And you can see an example over here. Here I work with the red and blue, no, orange and blue, sorry about that. And those are complementary colors because you can see those are on the opposite side of the color wheel. So that's very important to understand when you work with watercolor and you don't have all the colors you want to paint with. You can make your color less saturated. So this is a very bright red, and when you want some more toned down version of this red, you can take a little bit of this green, and then you will get a less saturated or bright version of this red. Okay, let's go to the most common complementary colors. Those are red and green, blue and orange, and purple and yellow. Okay, that's very important to understand. And now I have a practice for you so you can paint an abstract landscape, because I think that's nice to do and you have a great result on the end. You can choose to repeat this process on another sheet of paper with other colors. So when you practice a lot, you get to know your colors, and that's very important when you want to work with watercolor. Okay, you can find a list of materials in the description section, and get your things together and take a cup of tea and let's go. Here you can find the materials you will need, but you can find them also in the description section. We start by making some lines over the paper. You can draw them loosely and it doesn't have too precise. Then we paint the first layer. This will be a diluted version of the paint. When the paint is dry, it will look a little bit lighter than you put it on the paper when it's wet. Okay, we've painted the first layer a little bit diluted. Then the second layer will be the normal version of the color, so the pure hue. And the third layer will be with a little bit orange, and you can't see it over here, but when it's dry you will see that the color is a little less saturated than the second mountain layer. As you can see, I kept a little space between every layer, and that's because the paint is still wet, and you can let it dry and then you don't have to be too precise. But when it's still wet, the paint will run through the next layer, so you then don't have the mountain lines when you do that. But I kept a little space, and I like it because it looks like a little snow on top of the mountains. Okay, as you can see, it looks a little bit like brown color, and it depends on which color you use. When you use yellow and purple, I think it's a bit more grayish, and with these two colors it looks like brown. The further we get through the process, you can see the paint will look more orange, and I think that's very nice. It looks almost like a kind of burnt sienna. And the last layer I painted pure orange, and then you can spray a little bit of water over the paper, and it will give some texture to the painting, but it's optional. You don't have to do that. And When you spray, please spray one time, because if you spray a lot, the paint will spread over the paper and then you don't have the crisp mountain lines anymore. Okay, you're done. Be proud of yourself. Thank you for watching this video. I hope you learned something about complementary colors. If you have any questions, please write them down in the comment section. And if you like to see more videos, please subscribe to my channel, and see you next time.